Hi everyone! So today I thought I would share with you my little feeding journey. So with Hope I breastfed for 6 months and then had a bit of a nightmare trying to get her off me and onto a bottle. So this time I thought that I would definitely need to get Margot used to a bottle earlier. So Margot's now just over 3 months old, and you know, I don't put the pressure on myself to breastfeed or not breastfeed, but you know, I'm lucky that my body just got the hang of it quite quickly, so I just stuck with it. But it's not, you know, it's not something that I make myself do. I quite enjoy that little bond, but I'm also dead keen to have the choice now about what clothes I wear every day and the accessibility of my boobs and you know, just getting my body back a bit. So I'm trying to give Margot 1 or 2 bottles a day, and then as well as me. So if she's upset, then I just put her back on me, and then that's fine. So it's total minefield out there when it comes to feeding, and to be honest, I'm always texting my friends that bottle feed for advice about what milk to use. Like, oh my god, how do you even do the night feeds? Like with preparing the formula, going down to the kitchen, putting the kettle on, blah 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 blah, the steriliser. So to be honest, breastfeeding is really easy at night because you don't really even have to wake up that much. So, I haven't quite cracked it yet, but I bought some powdered milk, and to be fair, I do normally use Aptamil, but when I did my weekly shop online, they sent me this one by mistake, so I thought, well, I'll just give that a go. So that's the first infant milk from Cow&gate, and Margot's had a bottle of it and she was fine. She didn't really taste the difference between this one and Aptamil, so that was good. And then I just bought one of these today from Boots, which is a powder dispenser, so you can keep all your 6 scoops, or however scoops you need, measured out into the components. And it's got 3 compartments in here, so you can take enough for 3 feeds. So you don't have to take that giant box out with you everywhere. The bottles that I use are the Tommy Tippy bottles. Loads of my friends use those Dr. Brown ones that are anti-colic, but these also say they're anti-colic, and Hope still uses hers for bedtime milk, so I've stuck with those and just bought some new ones. And I have bought these, and I only used this for the first time yesterday because this is ready-made formula. So if I'm going out, then I'll just take my already sterilised bottle and one of these and just pour it in, and that's so much easier and less faffing around with your powder and, oh, I need a kettle, I need some boiling hot water, and then, oh god, it's too hot and she's crying, and oh god, I might as well just get my bra out and I'm wearing a dress and that's really embarrassing. So this is my new favourite. I mean, in an ideal world, if money was no object, I'd probably just use those all the time, but that's about 80p each, or I mean, maybe you can get them for 69p or something, and that's about between 8 and 10 quid for one of those. So if you think that your baby probably has 5 feeds a day, then they can get quite expensive. I've got the Tommy Tippy microwave steriliser that my friend lent me because she's already finished hers, and so this is great because it holds 4 bottles and all the teats, and you can throw dummies in here and everything. You put the recommended amount of water in, bob it in the microwave for 8 minutes, I think, and then voila! 4 sterilised bottles that stay like that for 24 hours. So that's kind of like my kit. I mean, I have got one of these, like bottle insulators, but I'm not planning on giving Margot warm milk, really, because, well, I suppose if I made the powder and it hadn't cooled down, then she does get warm milk, but with Hope, she's always drank powdered milk and milk straight from the fridge, and it's cold. So then my twin sister got into this awful habit of having to always microwave her milk to make it warm for her boys. So I'm quite lucky in that respect. They're just like ugh, 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 ugh. And I know I talked about these in my last video, but nipple pads, you still need those, because if you're going to start weaning yourself off the breast milk, then you might find that when you're getting a bit full, you'll really need these. And a Savoy cabbage is a must. I don't have one of those here to show you, but I'm sure you all know what Savoy cabbage is. And it has to be Savoy, and my midwife told me this ages ago, and it is a total top tip, because when you are giving up, oh my god, it's a couple of days of total engorged, like, disgustingness. But a Savoy cabbage, and I don't know what the science is behind this, but you put them in your bra and it makes all those veins, like, stops throbbing and, like, takes loads of pressure off. So I have in the past sent my husband out in the middle of the night, or to me, like 10 o'clock at night, to get me a Savoy cabbage, because I've been so full, and so I am going to have mine ready and waiting in the fridge when I decide that enough is enough and that's it. I don't want my supply to make anymore. So yeah, Savoy cabbage. Weird, but true. And the only other thing that I don't have here are my microwave sterilisers, and they're handy. When we went to Centre Parks for the week, I didn't want to take this, so I took some Munchkin, they're called, as the brand, and they're microwave bags that just fit one bottle in, and you just pop it in the microwave for 3 minutes, and that just does the trick. And you can use the same bag something like 20 times, so that's really handy. Okay, so I hope that was slightly informative, and don't worry about the brands that I've got here. These are just my preferences that I've kind of fallen into a routine with, and you know, my friends have different brands, like one of them loves SMA milk and things, so just try a few and see what works for you. Okay.